Well, hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is BearLight, esports commentator for Stay Plugged In. I'm answering questions based on Autocomplete from Google here about esports scholarships. Let's get to it. First question is, do esports scholarships exist? Now, for those of us who have been working in the industry for quite a while, it seems like it might be a funny question, but the answer is yes. And the reality is not a lot of people know about it still. I think it's relatively new based on how many years esports has been around. And so I think it's a concept that a lot of people are still learning about. But yes, esports scholarships, they do exist. Do esports scholarships cover entire tuition? Sometimes, right? There are full ride scholarships, which is probably the easier way to say this, right? But yes, they do exist. And it takes a lot of work to get to that point or to get those type of offers. They're not going to be as common, obviously, but what you do need to know is that they are out there. And if you want to grind, be on the grind constantly, perhaps you could land one of those opportunities that are out there. Next one, we'll see, do esports scholarships require good grades, GPA? All right, first off, it's hilarious that you all type in GPA after good grades, like, we don't know what you're talking about already into Google. That's hilarious. But do they require good grades? Yes, of course. Any scholarship is going to require good grades, hard work in the classroom as well. And the reason is admissions are going to be the ones responsible for these scholarships in the first place, right? Or admitting you into their college. They want to make sure that you are keeping up with good grades, that you are there to study first and be a student first, athlete second. It's a good idea to have good grades in high school. It's a good indication to the coaches as well that you're doing a good job in the classroom and that you're a leader and somebody that wants to learn, that can be coachable. Yes, you should definitely get good grades or at least improve yours. Do esports scholarships exist in my state? Funny that you think Google knows which state that you're currently in. But I guess with location, right? Google location, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, okay? Do they exist in my state? There's a good possibility, right? We put together and worked with Jake Lucky a little bit ago to put together a list of all the scholarships that we personally know about currently in the esports space. And that list is nearing 300 currently, just to kind of illustrate how many exist. And if you can find one in your state, a very good chance that there is. Do esports scholarships mean I can play games and get a degree? Technically, yes, you do get to be part of an esports program. And, if you actually pass your classes, right, if you're doing a good job in school and work your hardest, right, get there. Yes, you can technically play games and get a degree, but what I'm getting at is that's not all there is to it, right? There's a whole lot more behind the scenes, like building a community, building your program, making sure that you show what you can offer to the program as well. So it's not just about that, but technically, yes, I guess. Do esports scholarships allow me to study what I want? Well, much better question. I appreciate that, everybody, and your general consensus. Yes, absolutely. When you're deciding which college you want to go to, that should be your first decision maker, right? It should be, what do I want to study, number one? Does the college that I'm looking at want, or offer rather, the studies that I'm looking for? And if the answer is yes, then of course, that's when you start looking for, esports opportunities on top of that. You can also use esports as your primary dictation of where you want to go as well. If there's a strong program known for esports, that's okay too. But then it's all about bringing into that conversation with the esports program what you want to study and make sure that the college that you're talking to offers what you want. But yeah, absolutely, you can. And the last question here, do esports scholarships schools recruit for their players? Do esports scholarships schools do schools that offer esports scholarships? Okay, this is just worded kind of weird, but do they recruit for their players? The answer is yes. Just like traditional sports, they're going to look for the best players that they can possibly have on their team. And so it's very important that you play to a top level. One of the best ways to do that I know of is through Stay Plugged In showcases, whether they be online or whether they be live in person. Yeah, Stay Plugged In hosts LANs as well. The easiest way to find those is to go to staypluggedin.gg/events and to join up on the next showcases. That way you can talk to colleges one-on-one, and you can also ensure sure that your gameplay improves over time. I thank you again for watching. My name is BearLight, and we'll see you on the next one.